Convent, what's up? Welcome to my channel, amitrippinornawtarotbooking. My name is Cockfrost, but you could call me the Ghetto Nun. So I am here to do Back Monday. Yes, I am. It'll be a spiritual message, okay? Okay. I do cuss in my readings and give no fucks about it. So if you do, please get the fuck on. I do start all of my cards upright in my deck. I don't believe in starting out with reversals because that's some bullshit. Also, I did pre-shuffle, but I did not lay any cards down just yet. We're going to do it together. Please keep in mind this may or may not resonate with your sign or situation, nor do I give a fuck. Info for private readings will be below the video. Please take the time to check out our community board. It's like the farmer's market for all the nuns and high priests, where they have their businesses, purposes, gifts, etc., posted. If you'd like to submit your business for the bulletin board, please check the info in the description box below the video. If you find that the convent is not for you, please look for the nearest exit mark. Get the fuck on. Watch your head on the way out. Hit the alley. You'll be back in Tarot Land. Thank you to everyone for all the bookings, donations, likes, subscribes, comments, shares, purchases to my website, and pledges to my Patreon. I love you too. What's up, everybody? What's going on? So look, this prayer event, right? It's 2/26. I still don't even know actually what day that is. What's today? Today's the 22nd. What is it like? Was it Thursday? I think it's Thursday, the prayer event. So look, some people were like, yeah, I'm down to do 3 times, right? Three times that day, right? So 10 a.m., 2:26 p.m., and 10 p.m. I'm personally going to do 10 a.m. for 26 minutes, 2:26 p.m. for 10 minutes, and then 10 p.m. for 26 minutes. Or y'all can just do 10 a.m., 10 p.m. For the 26 minutes, and you don't have to do the middle one, the 2:26, because shit, we got 11s up in there. We're going to be praying all damn day, pretty much. For y'all that do the 11:11 prayers as well. It's a lot of praying that day, but okay? I'll post it on the community board. You can ask somebody in the hallway if you have any questions, but just pick if you want to do 3 classes or 2 classes. It's up to you, okay? Okay. Echo, turn down. My Lifelike deck will be back on the website tomorrow, Monday, or today, Monday, depending on when you hear this. I guess I'll just say February 23rd at 12 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, okay? Not no other time zone. Pacific Standard Time, okay? All right, y'all. Thank you for being patient with me, too, with that. All right, y'all. Let's get to it, boss. Somebody's going through a spirit. I don't know if it's you. Somebody's going through a spiritual battle out here after you disconnect. So you were a saving grace to somebody. You're not that anymore. Somebody about to fend for their own. But it feels spiritual though. So you could have been like a eye opener. You could have been a road opener or a prayer warrior, or you really love somebody, or you could have just been encouraging to somebody. I don't know. I just feel like they don't have that shit anymore. But it's affecting their spirit. So they're not as strong as you. When it comes down to not having nobody, because I don't feel like whoever this is was there for you like that. You were just there for them like that. You feel me? This motherfucker about to break, G. They're breaking. Somebody literally could be on that pipe and shit, okay? Somebody doing real bad out here. Oh. Heavy Aquarius out here all fucked up, okay? Or somebody well-known or somebody flashy, okay? Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, all fucked up. Or somebody that wanted some spiritual war with you, wanted some spiritual conflict with you. Somebody about to bow out. They're about to separate from this shit and let it go. They don't have no choice though. They done lost all their men. If this was a real war, they lost all their men, all their swords, all their horses, all their chariots. It's like they don't have no choice. Gee, somebody has to bow out. So they're just not spiritually equipped to fuck with you like that. So, I don't know. Shit, let's move on. Somebody may not have realized that you were they keep saying they're saving grace. You know, they always say people take your kindness for weakness, or like to take advantage of your kindness and things like that. This was like somebody taking advantage of your energy, but like what your energy could do. So you can uplift a room. You can make people instantly feel better. The spirit of grief or depression goes away when you come around and shit. People excited to see you. You give them great ideas. You make them feel alive again. You ain't doing none of that shit no more, or you're not allowed to. All that shit is, that's from that 211 prayer. Remember I said robbery, homicide? We taking all that shit back? Yeah, you getting all your shit back. Everything, okay, is being returned to you, okay? And I feel like it's leaving some people depleted out there. And this is where their spirit will have to they'll have to strengthen their spirit or go for God, look to God. Some of them gonna look to a man or woman. That's what they told me too. God may be keeping some of your enemies busy with vagina and penis and shit, because that's all they care about. But it's a decoy, you know, to keep them off our back. God is gonna give them a karmic relationship, because that's what they really want anyway. Like karmic partners, karmic you know, or that's what they care about. So God's gonna keep them busy with that type of energy and information and leave us the fuck alone. And I said, hallelujah, hallelujah, yes, you know, keep them busy and shit. Anyway, give me some spiritual messages for the convent. What's up? This is my E. coli card. So shit, this is my recall card. So shit, be aware, okay? Even though it's spiritual, but anytime that card comes out, check the recall list, okay? And see if they done called back the plums, the lettuce, the cheese, the milk, the cereal, the oatmeal, whatever, okay, in the grocery store. Check your recall list, y'all. That's for everybody, okay? On some spiritual shit, this is a spiritual transmitted disease is what this would be if we're talking about a spiritual message. Somebody was able to transfer this through their emotions, or that's what they want to do. That's probably why you ain't fucking with somebody. Somebody got an STD, but it's a spiritually transmitted demon or disease on somebody. For sure. Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces is what's carrying this energy, okay? And then, y'all go check that recall list. It'll probably be on the news or something. You're going to hear it. They're going to be like, yeah, we recalling all the corn and all the sweet potatoes and shit. Something, okay? Y'all just pay attention to what you eating, okay? But this is listening out or listening to something. The sound of music. Yeah, so I don't know. Maybe that's where it is. In music, that's where the spiritually transmitted demon or disease is, and some of the music that y'all listening to. So be aware, okay? Makes sense though. You know what they were telling me too earlier? They were saying that we shouldn't really be worried about, which we don't, but they were saying, you know, like if you think about it, like you know how you see like whores and karmic women, you know, got they shit all out, you know, like they do it for niggas and shit, right? They were telling me some of them are the offspring of Jezebel. So what do we expect them to do? Like the offspring of Jezebel is damn, they gonna be just like their mama. So when you see bitches out here just doing that old Jezzy shit, it's like cause their mama was one. Their mama was a Jezzy. And their mama's mama was a Jezzy. It's the offspring. You ain't never gonna change. It's like inbred motherfuckers. You know what I mean? You ain't never gonna change that shit. That's why they look like that. You know? Moving on. Or that's why they act like that in this case. But let's move on. We ain't talking about that. Give me another one for the convent. Be aware whatever this is though. It's damn sure like a spiritually transmitted demon disease trying to spread. Okay? In those jeans. I don't know if it's in your family or not. This would be your spiritual family though. Because this is North Node. So this would be a spiritual family. This would be your earthly family. This would be your karmic family. You feel me? So this came out North Node. So this will be your spirit. There's a spiritually transmitted disease demon running through your spiritual family. This could be a spiritual community. This could be you have a spiritual business, or you just put everything you got into something. This could be your company. You know what I mean? And it's like your baby. This is like your second family, but this is like where I put my blood, sweat, and tears. Yeah, it's a spiritual disease running through that motherfucker. Somebody dirty, basically grimy. But I feel like this the person that's about to, you're about to separate from, disassociate yourself from, or fire they motherfucking ass, or dump they ass, or block them something, whoever this is. Somebody's like also I feel like this is a warning about someone. It may not necessarily be like a family member, but maybe this is somebody that's like the whole family is like that. Like say it's not your family, but say this is somebody I don't know that you're connected to or that you know. This is them and their family. The whole motherfucking family got that shit. Or the whole group. Or the whole something. Okay? It done spread. So if you thought one was cool. You know you see little kids and shit, but you know they mom and daddy and them ain't shit. You know, and the kid be so cute and they got so much potential. You know what I mean? And like they're so innocent. But deep down you know that kid gonna grow up and they gonna end up just like their mom and daddy. That's like what this shit is. This like the spiritual disease just spreading all through the genes. So even the kids is motherfucked. That's why I was telling you about like karmic bitches and Jezebels. What if they mamas was literally Jezebel? And if you read the Bible, it says even her offspring are damned. So they gonna do the same thing and be damned like they mama, and then so on and so forth. And I guess until one breaks the generational curse, or God has mercy on that one. I don't know, you know? But that's what this is. So people are, it's like, yeah, that's why they say inbred. That's why they say inbred, but it's like on some spiritual demon shit. So this will be like someone's own family members trying to hold them down. And so they grow up like that. And then when they have kids, they hold their kids down. And then when their kids have kids, they hold them down and abuse them. That's like what this shit is. Somebody out here is like damned. That's what this feels like. I heard village of the damned. Yeah, it could be a whole village. Shit, I don't know. Again, I got Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. Some about a rich man that's not getting into heaven, because they say it's easier to thread a camel through the eye of a needle than for a rich man to get into heaven. So it looked like the camel's going through the needle. You know what I mean? That's what this looked like. Like that'll happen before this motherfucker get in. Who it's a demon out here. It's somebody that got some like fucked up ass spirit on them. Okay? This person is damn sure money hungry. Okay? If they're using that verse. What is it? Thread a camel through the eye of a needle or something like that? Yeah, something like that. Than for a rich man to get into heaven. Yes. So whoever this rich man is, this is probably the one that got this disease and shit. This spiritual. They probably dirty to the motherfucker, period. But I feel like this is somebody that's taking people with them. So, you know, like somebody's dragging other people to hell with them. Yeah. I feel like you separated from this person, or you're about to. Yeah, the old bait and switch. So be aware of this person, or they're trying to come around or connect to you. Be aware. Them and their whole squad, everything connected to them is like fucked up, cursed or something like that. This is like you and this person going to, I don't know, the grocery store and buying a rotisserie chicken, and y'all got it off the same shelf. If you were to eat a piece of this person's rotisserie chicken and you watch them buy it just like you bought one and you ate some of theirs, it would damn near kill you. And you'd be like, we got the same exact chicken at the same exact time. We bought it at the same store. I was standing there. They didn't do nothing to the chicken. It's just their presence. Their presence will fuck up a rotisserie chicken, G. For real. I don't know why they're saying it like that, but they feel like they damn everything. Anything they touch. That's why I feel like it's connected to like a Jezebel or some shit like that. Or Ahab or Judas. You know what I mean? Like they've given me people that have curses on them. Be aware. Give me another one here. And I heard she's got that nasty woman's disease. Mm-hmm. So it went from spiritual to manifesting on the physical is what this is. Yeah, you can't house no demon and not get sick, G. Or you can't fuck around and be on demon time and not get some type of ailment. Okay, how is that even fucking possible? You know? Basically, somebody can't drink all damn day and do crack all day and their organs still are in perfect shape. Like, eventually it's going to manifest in the physical. Something's happening to some people out here. You be aware, you could have been experiencing this, being connected to this person, because I'm telling you, they infect anything, everyone, whatever the fuck. It could be a clothing brand. I don't know what they into, you know? Let's say it's a clothing brand, and let's say they, I don't know, eat babies and shit, but don't nobody know when your body reacting to this shit. You like, every time I put this a sweater on and shit, like I break out in hives or my eczema flare up, like what the fuck? It's this type of shit, this spiritually transmitted demon or disease and shit. It's even in the clothing, it's in the food, it's in the music, it's in the people, but I feel like they're talking about somebody. Yeah, look, damn devil, and he is not welcome here. Who this in my house? I'm telling you. Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces out here. Heavy Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. This is giving me like 10 of Pentacles energy is what this is, but it's actually giving me 10 of Pentacles energy now. At first I thought it was like, it is like North Node, but this is just people who squandered away their blessing or their ancestors. They even infected that shit. If this in those genes, right, Genes, was 10 of Pentacles, North Node, this will be their ancestors, inheritance, generational wealth. Them motherfuckers infected that shit. They infected their own ancestors' blessings, G. Okay? So this is why the kids coming out all fucked up and all this other shit and ain't, you know, growing up to be the people they were supposed to be. They're like no motherfucking bodies and shit. Or they will be. They're destined to be. That's who, man, stay away from whoever the fuck this is. I told you they got that damn demon on them. Told you. And it's looking for a partner. whatever this, whoever or whatever carries this spiritually transmitted demon / disease, they probably got a real one too. This like for real. So they got a spiritual one and a physical one. Be aware of this motherfucker, okay? Somebody wants you to ride out and fuck your life up like all the other shitty bitches that look at this shit and get sick. Somebody out here could be really sick though, like shitting, throwing up, or something, but they connected to this demon here. They connected to this demon here. Yeah, somebody out here is about to get like really, really ill. A man and a woman. A karmic couple. Yeah, but these are descendants of Jezebel and Ahab. Told you. There they go right there. So we already know they destined to be shitty bitches. That's like what this is, and get sick and, you know what I mean, be all fucked up and stressed out and kids cussing them out, and that's what this shit is. Okay? Somebody is somebody in this dark ass energy or whatever they have on them or whatever this shit is that's passed down to them, they about to live this shit out. They're about to live this shit the fuck out. It's about to manifest on the physical. Fuck that spiritual shit, and not like fuck the spiritual shit, but this is as above, so below type energy. So somebody out here was only getting this as above energy, where maybe they were getting hints, nudges, you know, don't do that, don't fuck with that, leave them people alone, right? And they said, man, fuck that. This is how we get down, okay? And they got other people involved to get in whatever the fuck this is they were doing to you. These motherfuckers about to get deathly ill, sick, they inheritance fucked up, kids that ain't even been born yet already fucking down. I'm telling you, G. I'm telling you. Damn, what they had done. Well, the devil was out here, so he comes to steal, kill, and destroy. Somebody got a blood disease out here. They do, from fucking around with rats. Pisces, Aquarius, Capricorn. Energy out here. Pisces, Aries, Cusper, Cancer. Heavy on that cap. Yeah, the devil with damn titties as I'm shuffling. That's what somebody want to spread around though. Look, yes, it's sexual. Be aware, y'all out here fucking people, okay? You know? Because y'all, I'm talking to people who are like, y'all feel like real special, divine, like Christ-like, try to be, you know what I mean? Try to motherfucking be, you know what I mean? Like, put your best foot forward type of people and shit. Loving, kind, compassionate people and shit. So I feel like that's why these people would come at y'all like that, you know? That's why they would come at y'all on this sexual shit. I do feel like, because that's all they can offer you. You're the one that carries all the divine traits. So all somebody could offer you is penis and vagina. Be aware it's infected, and so is their spirit, G. It is, okay? This is a karmic masculine here is what this is. Or this is a karmic couple. If this is a couple, they're married. And this man don't like this woman. If it's a karmic masculine, he just fuck bitches he don't like at all. You know what I mean? Somebody has an agenda out here, okay? But it's deeper than rap, meaning it's the sex is the last thing that you should, like, you'll be infected by this person way before you have sex with them. Spiritually infected, right? It'll spread all through your money, through your home, through your career, through your purpose. Your ancestors may fall off as far as you don't hear from them, or you don't feel like you're in tune with God as much as you normally are. All that shit would happen first before it manifests on the physical. Be aware, okay? Some of y'all already getting signs and symptoms of whoever in the fuck this is that you need to separate from. This person could be one day, 1 minute, and the next day a whole different motherfucker, whoever this is. They switch up a lot. They feel like they're describing a demon, G. Yeah. Oh, wow. This demon wants to distract you. They've done it to many people before. And that's how it only takes, what does the Bible say? It only takes a minute bit of yeast to permeate the loaf. Meaning it only take one cat hair, like I always say, to fuck up the whole soup. You know what I mean? It just fall in the big ass pot of soup, and it's like, damn, I ain't never gonna find that. Now the soup is ruined. It's like this type of energy. That's all it takes. Be aware of whoever this is. Put some on this E. coli in this damn recall. Yeah, y'all better listen, Linda, or just check that shit. I'm telling you. You may not hear it on the news. You may need to go check. Like Mahatma Rice, what the fuck happened today? I don't know. It could have had vermin. Dude, I just saw, I don't know. Let me not even repeat that, because that may not even be true. That may not even be true. But I damn sure kept it on my memory Rolodex, okay? Just be aware, like, things you may be hearing about. It could be restaurants, establishments, I don't know, stores, certain brands, things like that. Like, just keep your eye out, because some people are having bad reactions to these things, and these are the things that have this spiritually transmitted disease shit on it. It just may manifest in a different way. So let's say you just eat, I don't know, some tacos or some shit, and you like you get guacamole, and you like guacamole, you just break out, or you get real sick, and you like guacamole don't never make me sick. I ain't allergic to avocados and shit. It's something with them motherfuckers, or they beat somebody for them avocados. It's some shit like that. Like, it done spread to the fucking guacamole and shit. That's you're very spiritually sensitive. Okay, so you may need to listen with your eyes and your ears, okay, and or maybe not even neither one of them, but like listen with your like gut, your spiritual, your higher self, because her eyes are closed and she got her ears plugged up. So it may be your higher self that can sense this. You couldn't pinpoint this out with the naked eye. Just like if you buy a bundle of spinach and shit, you don't know it got E. coli on it when you get it from the store. You know what I mean? Until they tell you and shit like, oh, this brand got all this shit all on it. You like, damn. You know, they be like, it don't matter if you washed it, throw it away. It's bad, it's contaminated. Yeah, the naked eye couldn't see it, the microscope or whatever type of testing they did. They make me feel like you can, test the spirit, my G. Test the spirit, G. You gonna find E. coli all on that motherfucker, and it will make you sick, whoever or whatever this is. This damn sure could be a lover, or a Gemini, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, okay? Or this is someone's Venus sign, okay? They don't listen. Whoever this is stubborn. But whatever is in them or on them is taken over already. This person can only respond to money and shit, because this is the 10 of Pentacles. They don't hear shit else. They don't care about nothing. Yeah, it sounds like a damn demon to me. And they dirty and got a disease too. They don't want to get no advice like, you should go get that checked out. It shouldn't be pussing and oozing. They're like, I don't want to hear that shit. This is this type of person. Somebody don't even take, whoever carries this spiritually transmitted disease or demon, they're about to start looking like you. Things on their human body are not going to be able to withstand whatever this spiritual demon or disease is. Their body won't. That's why I was like, damn, somebody getting deathly ill out here. Yeah, the body can't sustain it, G. The body that's our temple. You know, the Holy Spirit can reside there. Your higher self, God, is supposed to reside there. What the fuck is this? It'll damn sure kill the body. That's what's happening to somebody. Somebody sold their soul for like a 10 of Pentacles out here and lost their way. Be aware of this person. They'll affect your shit too. Just being around them. Especially if you spot this on somebody. Okay? Like you see the E. coli on the spinach. You know what I mean? Like with your eye, your gut, whatever spiritual gift, or God warned you. And then you eat this shit anyway. Look, it got rat droppings and shit. That's like what this is. Spiritual rat droppings, spiritual vermin. It's infected someone, something, some job, some group, some family. Yeah, they want you to be a part of it. They want you to move into this spiritual roach motel and shit with their ass. Hell no. You see them motherfuckers scattering all, you know? It's like you have the eye to see. So y'all could be seers. And not like you do this professionally, but you just see shit. You could just tell. Don't doubt yourself. Somebody has also been rooted into this shit. You see them roots. I didn't even pay attention to that. You see how they're like all growing in that girl's hair? So you can see that. That's why I said it's been passed on. This ancestors, this down in their roots. I told you. So this will be descendants of Jezebel. I told you. And Ahab, that shit run deep. You ain't about to break no hoe ass bitch's mind. You know what I mean? No thoughts mind and shit. No bum ass niggas mind. You know what I mean? His daddy and his granddaddy and his great granddaddy was bum ass niggas. That's what this says. Like, you know what I mean? That shit rooted in their dome space. Just stay away from whoever this is. These are people like, Convent, this is the type of shit where I know this has happened to y'all, where y'all see certain people and you can tell where their life is gonna go. Like, they have no clue. Like, they living it up. You can see somebody like real young living it up and shit, and you can see they like 15 years from now. But if this person was smart, they would look at their mama. You know what I mean? And then they would know that that's how they're going to end up. But this person ain't even smart enough to know that shit. And I don't feel like they mama or they daddy worth looking at and shit. This somebody think they're going to do something different than their parents or the generations before them. But they're not. They're descendants of Jezebel and Ahab. That's why that shit is implanted in their brain. You ain't never going to crack no head like that as far as wake them up or change them or open their mind or nothing. It says her offspring are cursed. That's what it says. 6 is the lovers. It's a man and a woman. It's Jezebel and Ahab. I'm telling you. Neither one of them listen. Neither one of them listen. And you know what they spread all through the land? You know, had people worshiping all types of other shit. Spread that shit all over, killing God's prophets and all that shit. And it spread all throughout the land where the prophets had to scatter. Some of them was killed. Elijah was hiding all up in the cave like they wanted to do what the fuck they wanted to do. Yeah, okay. Yeah, somebody going bald, all types of shit. Somebody out here is going to have real bad stomach issues, or they already do. Somebody's about to have like something going on with their bowels, whoever this person is. So all this shit, these curses and these people living out their generational curse, let's say that. These are people living out their generational curses. You break them. So you and this person are totally different. That's why you can't fuck with them. They succumb to that shit. We evolve. We evolve out of that shit. You feel me? That's why you can't fuck with them. But this person gonna have real bad tummy problems, G. Yeah. I see some of the, if this is like a woman and she has a daughter, right? Whoever this disease is, right? And they have a daughter, they're going to hate their daughter, G. They're going to be very jealous of their daughter, compete with their daughter and all that shit. That's who this is. Yeah, it sounds like a spiritual disease to me. And not saying some of these things couldn't happen to you, but you evolved, like I said. You were, the David in this situation out of all your brothers. You know what I mean? You're the one that became king or queen. So you would be the exception to the rule as far as if you had some that came from the same family members, whatever the fuck. But then that would mean that you separated from them. Because God telling you to separate, period. A disease is a disease. You know what I mean? That's how they did that shit when the Rona came out. Shit, families broke up during the Rona. Okay? I couldn't go see my grandmama and shit. Okay? You know, people was breaking up like, oh, if you don't have it, you can't work, you can't go to the movies, you can't, you know, that's like what this shit is, okay? And the whole disease, just, and I ain't talking about the Rona, I'm talking about the rhetoric, the shit that went on that broke up homes and families and shit like that. That was the true disease right there. That's what the fuck this shit is, okay? Using that as an example. I feel like it's somebody though. It's damn sure a dirty ass woman out here, okay? Something about dandelions or weeds. Weed. Yeah, I heard about that with them Epstein files. People that smoke weed don't listen, Linda. We don't listen, Linda. Yeah, that spinach. I'm strong to the finish. Cause I smokes me spinach. I'm Popeye the Settler Man. Yeah. Something like that. I don't really feel like that's what it is though. I feel like it's just in y'all's genes. Just you know. It's plant. It's from the earth. Okay. It's like all the other shit that come from the earth. It just have a different effect. That's all. It opens some people's minds. Some people is dumb. It makes them dumb. But those could be descendants of Jezebel and Ahab that ain't supposed to be smoking weed. You know? You feel me? And y'all could be like mobbing with the Christ consciousness or descendants of some royal bloodline and shit where y'all were philosophers and like the three wise men. You be descendants of them hitting some weed and shit. Yeah, and just done wrote a whole book, mapped out some shit, found a new spice. That's the type of motherfuckers y'all are. Okay? I feel like you just built different than somebody else. Be aware of hanging around or being around whoever this is because they will infect you. You won't infect them, meaning you won't make them a better person and make them shine. Unfortunately, I feel like that time is over. That time is over. The wheat has been separated from the chaff. There's no reason for wheat to be kicking it with chaff. We already had this conversation. Chaff don't listen. Chaff don't listen. It get thrown in the fire. It's useless and shit. That's what the fuck this shit is. Some useless ass shit. So this is something you can't, or someone you can't even really do nothing with. You've exceeded them, their mind, their thinking, their way of living, their spiritual intellect, their relationship with God, if they even have one, the way that they look at the world, the matrix, all that shit. You surpassed this motherfucker, whoever this is. So there's no reason that you and this person should ever come into contact ever again, unless you have children with them. But it's not feeling like somebody you got children with. This doesn't feel like that's who this is. Put some on in those jeans. Like I said, it could be family. Let's see. I love this card. This is my connected to God card. Well, shit, this could be the ancestors. With this in those genes. Yeah, I said the royal bloodline. Hello. This the 10 of Pentacles, and then you got the God card came out. Yeah, y'all connected. Look at all them. Remember, look at their roots. This is their roots, their ancestors, and all this other shit. Jezebel and Ahab's and shit. They just buried in the ground. They just corpses now, and they kids, right? They all took after them. Look who you take after, though. With that 5, that's the Hierophant. And look where your roots are going. Up. 10 of Pentacles. It's something about your DNA. Something about your spiritual DNA. That's probably what's making somebody sick, too. Somebody could have told somebody not to fuck with y'all on some whatever type of shit, and they didn't listen, Linda. Somebody's name could be Linda, or somebody could be Hispanic, okay? But they didn't listen. Or you could be, right? They didn't listen to this person, and somebody told them, you gonna fuck around and find out you fuck around with them spiritual folk, them God's children people. You go around and fuck with them and shit, it'll fuck you up. Somebody decided to do that shit anyway. And I feel like that's what's making somebody sick too. I told you, your energy is gonna start killing people, G. I'm not even joking. I'm not even joking, or making them deathly fucking ill. So remember, I was telling you, I was like, number one, their body is becoming ill because whatever demon they're housing, it won't sustain the body. Demons don't like water, cleanliness, fruit, vegetables, doctors, none of that shit, exercise. So their body is like shit, whoever this is. But also when this person tries to connect to you because of your God body, I feel like that's what y'all are operating out of. That'll kill them faster, G. That'll kill them faster. At first, I thought this person could infect you, which still be aware, because you don't need to be connected to their ass at all. But somebody could be trying to connect to you. So let's say you disconnected from somebody, you good. You are obedient. Like God told me to leave these motherfuckers alone. Life been great and I'm goody, right? And somebody still want to connect to you. Your God body will kill their body, their human fucking body. It will drain the fuck out of whoever this is, okay? Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, Gemini, or some lover, or some so-called soulmate or some shit, but it even could have been a soulmate. That's why they said it could be a karmic soulmate. But let's say you're a divine feminine watching. This could be a descendant of Ahab and shit, and it was just a karmic soulmate. Divine masculine, you could be watching. This is a descendant of Jezebel. You know what I mean? It was a karmic soulmate and shit. They just destined to be that, I feel like once this karmic contract is over and you start to ascend, or you've learned your lesson, because I feel like you're already, we learn every day. But this is like an ascension that's like, I don't know, maybe it just bigged you up, this situation, or I don't know, something about you enhancing in some type of spiritual way. It could be a spiritual gift, some talent. I don't know what the fuck it is. I know that people are trying to connect to this. It will kill them, G. Okay? This is, and I heard she got that nasty woman's disease. She shouldn't have that nasty woman's disease if she was connected to God. And I'm not saying people don't get sick, but I'm saying he heals. So why is she still coming out with the nasty woman's disease? Because somebody's trying to connect to you. Somebody's basically trying to connect to your intimate connection with God. No, excuse me. Somebody wants to have an intimate connection with God through you. They don't want to do the work, but you and him so close that it's almost like the energy that he put on Moses and shit. You couldn't really look at the man. The man was glowing. You know what I mean? Stark white and shit, where they had to cover him. And if any of them, remember, if they talked about Mount Sinai, and God told them, if anybody touches this mountain, even an animal, or a kid, a man, a woman, an animal touches this mountain, they will drop dead. Yes. You're giving me Mount Sinai energy, but the actual fucking mountain though. You know what I mean? Like you're charged up with this power, and anybody that goes against it, and it's not like you're some authoritative figure or anything like that. You could be, but I'm saying it's like you're a God power, like you're minding your own business. You're doing what God is having you doing. So anybody coming in the vicinity to fuck that up, like literally they get sick, or they could like die, G. They could literally perish. Yeah, just die in their house and shit. Okay? Sleeping Beauty, never wake up again, okay? For real, for real. This is somebody who goes against the God power. That's why their body reacts that way. So you know how like you hear everybody say, oh, they're demons, you irritate, your light irritates their demons. This will be this type of shit, but I'm just explaining it to you a little bit deeper. You know what I mean? Where motherfuckers start having heart palpitations and bowel problems and shit. You know what I mean? Like, because whatever demon is housed in their body, when they come into contact with you and you got this God body or this Christ consciousness or this spiritual energy that's like hella high and shit, it fucks with whatever's in their body. It fucks with the demon, and it could fuck with the demon in your body. Y'all could have been sick with something. I feel like the more you elevate or the closer you get to God, whatever's going on with you can't reside there anymore. For real. And that's probably how people miraculously heal. Like they get so close to God, and I'm not talking about they go to church in the Bible. What I'm talking about, y'all know what I'm talking about, right? Getting close to him where it's just you and him, and he, you know what I mean? Like if I gotta go, then I gotta go. But if I stay and I live, then I know it's a purpose. Like, you know what I mean? Like you're not connected to any, you're only connected to him at that point. Yeah, those are the people that get miraculously healed. But just imagine the people that don't have a connection to him like that come and attack people like you, that have a connection with him like that. What the fuck you think they body gonna do, G? God be done took that vitality from their ass and put it straight in you. They ain't doing shit with it but attacking motherfuckers with it. And my child over here begging for healing and shit. So why don't I take your good heart, right? Your actual good heart, says God, like, you know, and put that energy into my child who prays and talks to me every day, because you are a wicked woman, Jezebel. Yeah. Somebody out here is about to receive your ailments or some sickness or something that's been plaguing you. It could have been for all your life. It could have been plaguing something from your ancestors all their life. It get transferred to a hoe. It does. Somebody was fucking with you. Oh my God. Somebody must have been fucking with you, because only God could do something like that. I was reading the Bible today where he was talking about like his eternal covenant, right, that he made with his children. And I'm like, damn, eternal was like, you know what I mean? Just what it says, like forever and ever and ever. You know what I mean? So things like this could possibly take place in order to keep the covenant eternal. So if you would be part of the, which I feel like you are, right? Part of the eternal covenant, and God's like, I'm promised to, you know what I mean? Deliver them into a land where, you know what I mean? They're abundant, they're good, their children will be good. And there's somebody here attacking you, trying to kill you. I feel like God will take from them and give to you to make sure you make it to the land, because the covenant is eternal. These are people going against the covenant. What the fuck you think gonna happen to them, G? Well, I feel like you already know. God could be letting you know that his eternal covenant with you is real, G. Is real. Okay? I feel like real good shit is happening to you, shit that's unbelievable, and it's gonna show up in other people. Things that were plaguing you, they keep saying that, are gonna show up in other people. And you gonna know you were delivered. But the shit had to go somewhere, didn't it? Ooh-wee. Put one on that. I heard she got that nasty woman's disease. Something about the color purple. Protectiveness. Yeah, somebody got that nasty woman's disease. That's where it would be. Somebody's womb. Okay? Aquarius's womb, a Taurus's womb, a Cancer's womb. I mean, I don't want to be like that, but it's like... Or like how y'all say the sacral chakra and shit. I don't know if somebody was trying to pull from that. Let's say somebody was trying to do some witchy poo on somebody's sacral chakra. It's frying this bitch's ovaries, G. It's frying this. She will have like fibroids and cysts and shit. Y'all could be dealing with fibroids and cysts. If you're a woman watching and say it's a woman trying to pull on your energy, she will now get that shit. Look at all them damn cysts and fibroids and shit on this bitch. I'm telling you, it's like fucking people up. Man, they said cursed is the one who hung from the tree. Okay? So if you're walking around with this Christ consciousness, I don't feel like you're the cure and the curse. And that's what it really says too in the Bible. Like, you know, like he was also the cure for the curse and shit. I feel like that's what this is, G. If you're walking around in this Christ consciousness, you are a curse. And I feel like somebody looked at you as a cure at first, but okay, so you're the cure and the curse. So somebody looked at you like you could fix something, or they were trying to connect to you, drain something, and you possibly were. Remember, that's how I started in the beginning. I was like, damn, somebody taking advantage of your kindness, your love, boo, 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 right? That's the cure. Somebody didn't know you was the curse too. You're the curse too, meaning I'll revoke all that shit. Okay, all that shit will get reversed in the name of Jesus. It will, G, because we're the cure and the curse. Somebody ain't know. Some woman will suffer fertility-wise because of this, G. She will, or she already is. I don't know. Okay? It said Jezebel's offspring are damned. Look at the protective. Those will be her eggs. Right? This will be Jezebel's offspring. I fucking told you, G. That shit's a coming. This the chariot. It's destined to come. It's destined to come. And I feel like the only thing that could remove this from this person is the Spirit of God, the Holy Spirit, the same one that freed you from some type of illness or ailment or plague or poverty. Divine feminine, divine masculine is the same one that puts it on whoever the fuck this is. because it's the 5 here, right? You got the connected to God with the 5, and then you got the 2 and the 5. That's the spirit of God. Yes, that's what's on somebody. Somebody is terrified out here, okay? Because there's nothing anyone can do. You're not even the cure for that. Basically, so if the spirit of God comes up on somebody and puts some illness or something, like he did Saul, right? He put the spirit of depression on Saul. It ain't shit you could do. Somebody trying to connect to you and doing all this other shit is gonna just speed up that. They thought's gonna be even fucking worse. You know, that's like what this is. You are. That's why they said village of the damned. It could be a whole group of motherfuckers and shit. Somebody that was fucking with you and shit, and then took that shit back to their village and shit. It could be that way, where you were the cure and they were taking whatever it is they were stealing from you, taking from you, take people eating off your shit, right? Somebody come and steal now all the food in your tent is poison, and they go back in. It's like little rat traps, little bait traps, ants and shit. They go take the bait back to the other ants and shit, and that shit would kill them all. That's what happens to somebody. I don't know if they literally perish like that, but something happened to like their dreams, their aspirations, homes, businesses, money, family, all that shit fucking crumble. It all crumbles, G. Yeah, they take the bait. So somebody come for you again, but now you're officially the curse now. God could have put that on you. As far as not the curse on you where you're affected by it, but anybody that touches on his anointed or does his prophets harm or tries to, they pick up the curse of Jezebel. There she is right there. And we know what happened to her. We always talk about it. Bitch get pushed out a window, dog eat her body, all type of shit, and the world moves the fuck on and shit. Basically, this person will be forgotten. For real. Whoever this is, they'll be forgotten. So they could be popping now. I promise you, whoever this is won't be shit in about 7 years. 7 years or 2 to 5 years, this person won't be shit, okay? Their body won't be shit. It'll be reacting all funny and shit. It will. Damn. Okay. So let me make sure the comment on the right side before we go to Patreon. People fucking with you fine folk. I've been told them. Home for the holidays. Look at you. Looking good to me. I told you this is the eternal covenant that he kept with his children. Okay? He said, I pointed it out to Abraham, I showed it to Isaac, and I put it in block letters for Jacob. You know what I mean? The covenant is eternal. Forever, so your children and your children's children and all y'all gonna live right and be good. I promise you that. Look at that. That's beautiful. Okay? What's the next holiday? Like, maybe Easter? I guess what's considered a holiday, right? Makes sense to me. Resurrection. Look. Boom. Boom. Come through, Convent. It's been a rough ride for you, too. Somebody damn sure was wishing real fucked up shit on your ass. Okay? You could be a Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, Gemini, Cancer, Aquarius, Sagittarius, Capricorn. But I feel like these people. I feel like you could be that sign as well, but I feel like that's whoever the fuck out here been fucking with you and shit. Heavy fucking Aquarius or something significant about Aquarius season, okay? Or somebody that's real flashy or well-known. This could be a celebrity, an influencer, somebody that's want to have the biggest house on the block, the biggest titties, the biggest ass. But Jezebel's descendants aren't supposed to want that. Ahab and Jezebel's descendant, remember, they only got married because her daddy was the king in, I think it was Lebanon and shit, and had access to all that wood. Right? And Ahab was like, I might as well get with Jezebel and shit, be cool with her daddy. You know what I mean? And boop, 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 right? It was all transactional any motherfucking way, how they got together. So don't be surprised when these hoes fuck for money. Okay? Or when these dudes go around these bitches and shit because of what they have. Yeah, that's Ahab. He had to. Apparently he couldn't do it on his own. He needed Jezebel's daddy. And that's how Dawl came to place. Yeah. So they're living out this shit. It's just trickling down in the physical, that's all. And it's scaring the shit out of their ass. But I feel like it's confirmation for us. Put some on the comment when I ask where they at. At home, eating good food, getting delivery, having friends over, family, or just enjoying your week, your weekend when you get home. Nice neighborhood. I feel like your kids are beautiful and healthy children. You look good. Flower spirit. Yeah. It's like my young at heart card. I got Libra energy, Aries, Capricorn. Okay. I feel like I told you, you getting these people's vitality. I told you their life is being sucked out of them. So you could be looking younger, or you could just be feeling more energetic lately, or I don't know, maybe your kids done calm the hell down, or you're just able to catch up on things. Sleep has been good, you know. I don't know, it just feels like things are right where they should be. It says gifts from God are basically perfect. You know what I mean? Like cascading lights from heaven. That's what this feels like a really good day, good week, good month, good year. You know, like I have no complaints. Yeah, I know. I know you don't. These people do. So if they complaining, you can't. You know what? If something's up, something's down. So if all this shit is down back here, I'm not surprised you up, G. I'm not surprised you up. And some of y'all, this is your actual family that you separated from, and you've been feeling better. Okay, or a relationship's been doing better, or the kids been doing better, some shit like that, or you freed yourself from this demonic spirit too. I see that out here. I see you freeing yourself from whatever this is that carries this demonic energy. It can't connect to you anymore. And I feel like you're sucking whatever innocence they had left. You know? So whoever this is that was taken from you, I feel like you're receiving your shit back. And I feel like whatever's good in them or was good about them and shit, you taking that shit too. You taking that shit too. Whatever the fuck the bitch thought she was hiding and shit, you taking that. Like, bitch, give me that motherfucking egg, ho. You ain't slick, ho. Lift up your dress, bitch. Yeah, give me that shit too. Yeah. That's how you got motherfuckers in the spirit right now. But it's really on the physical. Because they really losing shit like that. But damn sure they body about to fuck up. Damn sure they body about to fuck up. It can't house this demon and try to connect to the God in you as well. They gonna have to choose. And the demon ain't gonna let them give up that easy. The demon like, bitch, we fuck for dough. We pop our titties and pop our ass, sir. We impregnate hoes all over United States of America. Okay? You can't just stop throwing that weenie everywhere because you want to connect to this divine feminine. We ain't gonna make it that easy for you. And that's why that man dick wasn't working. And that's why this woman womb about to get fucked up. I'm telling you. That's what it's gonna hit first. Is their womb, some man's sack, some man's weenie, okay, some woman's uterus and ovaries and shit, okay? And I'm not saying that's why everybody has those issues, because I told y'all I got PCOS, you know what I mean? But there are ways to heal that shit, okay? There are ways to heal it, and God is one of them. But I mean, shit, this person don't even think about vegetables, vitamins, or nothing. Look, they don't listen. They don't do any of the things they will need to do to even keep, like I said, a healthy vessel, healthy temple, or any of that shit. And somebody grimy, dirty, nasty like this want to connect to your God body, I feel like you're sucking the vitality out that motherfucker if you're not transferring the shit that was fucking with you to them. If you're not transferring the shit that was fucking, not even you, right? But if the shit is not being transferred, whatever was on you, and it could have been all your life, it doesn't even mean this person was putting this shit on you. This just somebody wanted to fuck around and find out. That's all. You know what I mean? And let's just say God like, okay, well, what was plaguing you for the past 10 years, I'm going to put it on their ass and shit. This type of shit. You may not even be doing it, but let's just say it wasn't even that. Let's just say God healed you from something. These people are still picking up some type of, they're still losing something, but it's like in the body though. Something's about to start attacking people. It's the demon. It's the demon. Okay? I feel like the only way that these people will survive for however long they do survive, is if they leave you alone and the demon lets them, and they keep doing demonic sinful shit. Because the demon is already in their body. It's part of and Jezebel's already, that shit already in their blood. They got Jezebel's blood in them. So it's like they must continue on. Soon as somebody, and that could be for anybody. Because if you think about it, shit, a lot of us didn't have the Jezebel spirit on us, but that's something you gotta fight. You know what I mean? Like the higher self, the Holy Spirit, right? You, the God in you would have to fight that off, repent for your sins and all that shit. Somebody ain't got that energy. They don't. It's easier being a Jezebel. Then they need to go do that shit and stop trying to connect to your energy, because they ain't gonna be shit. They gonna be 6 feet under in a motherfucking minute or on some life support. They keep fucking with you. I put that shit on the fucking dead homies and shit. On the motherfucking dead homies and shit. Somebody out here about to get fucked up, they keep connecting to your energy. You will drain this motherfucker. You already are though. Look at you. Male or female. Look at y'all. You look very strong, robust, energetic, ready to go. Get them, pal. All that shit. You look very sure about yourself too. Where you are, who you are, what you came to do. Your connection with God, nothing. You look unshakable in this bitch. And you got the 10 of Pentacles behind you too. This is like your North Node. Your ancestors stand behind you too. No wonder somebody all fucked up. Shit, they ancestors don't stand a chance against you. If this was an ancestor versus ancestor thing, and I told you these were the descendants of Jezebel and Ahab, then so were their fucking ancestors. You coming out with God and the 10 of Pentacles. So this would be your God-given ancestors, or your light ancestors, your ancestors of the light that back you. Which ones you think gonna fade these motherfuckers? On top of you fading this motherfucker, your spiritual team fading this motherfucker, their body is fading them, the Holy Spirit, like somebody is all fucked up. Oh, 226 probably gonna fuck their ass up. 226 gonna fuck their ass. What is, yeah, that's the 10. That's it. You get that shit. You came out as the 10. This will be the 226 prayer and shit. Look at you with the flower spirit in your home and shit. I'm telling you, they must try something again, or they so fucking weak you take that little last bit left. You know what I mean? You go in their bathroom and do their toilet tissue like this and shit till that motherfucker gone. I'm telling you, you do. Damn. All right, look. So yeah, y'all decide what y'all want to do for the prayer. I think it's Thursday, right? I'll definitely know by the time I put it on the board, right? But I think it's Thursday. 226. You could do the 10 a.m. and 10 p.m. Just those two if you want, for 26 minutes each. Or you could join us with the 10 a.m., the 2:26 p.m. and the 10 p.m. Right? The 10 a.m. will do 26 minutes, the 2:26 p.m. will do 10 minutes, and the 10 p.m. will do 26 minutes, okay? You decide where you want to be, okay? You'll know. Gotta let you know what you can do and what you know? So don't even worry. But these people will, that day on 2:26, these people will be fucking terrified. The day before, really, this the 25th. So they gonna be shaking on their boots, prayer event eve and shit. This energy will already be transferring to them, or their body will already start letting them know that, I don't know, something happening. Let me go to Patreon. If you like to follow us there, please click the link in the description box below this video here on YouTube to follow us on Patreon. If not, that has been Right Back Monday. Like I said, it may or may not have resonated with every single person. Still, thank you for visiting my channel. Am I tripping or not, tarot? Please hit like, subscribe, share with your friends. Again, info for private readings will be below the video. You can purchase your Do You Gear Your Life Like Deck, which will be back on sale Monday the 23rd at 12 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Or your Dawl Phace deck at theghettonun.com, and I'll talk to you later. Love you. Bye.